Yo, what's going on? It's that boy Fred. Welcome back to another video. Now, in today's video, as you can see by the title and the thumbnail, we're doing another versus battle, and we're doing another type of debunking video, I guess you could say. It'll be more so kind of like my Goku versus Gojo video, and I actually have another one like this planned as well. I tend to like to get on the mic and just talk about the crazy versus battles I see, especially with characters that should not even been in Goku's realm. So in today's, our opponent is Itachi Uchiha, who, out of all of them, might be the craziest one out of them all. Now to get right into this and not beat around the bush, most people, most very, very serious Naruto tards will immediately start off with the whole, Goku can't look at Itachi because he'll get thrown under Genjutsu. Well, here's also the thing about that is that one, you need chakra to do that, and Goku has ki, he does not have chakra. And to make the argument that everyone has chakra, that's not true, because Rock Lee doesn't even have chakra. So if there are characters in your show that don't even have chakra themselves, and Lee has tried and it's not like Lee's some fodder character. He's actually a ninja who's tried and tried to use ninjutsu to channel in some type of chakra, but he just can't. So to say that everyone has chakra is that debunks that statement right there, because one of your more powerful fighters in your verse actually doesn't even have it. Well, more powerful now in Boruto, let's say that. And the next thing I want to talk of is Goku's whole thing with illusions is like, in the original OG Dragon Ball, Goku has dealt with multiple illusions. And even as we saw in Super, there was kind of like a point in time where him and Krillin were trapped in a illusion, and basically Goku was, I guess you could say at this point, he was basically just image training, I guess you could say, because he released it like the second he wanted it to. Like it was meant to keep them there, but Goku was able to easily release it once he figured it out. But it took him no time. But he wasn't even worried about the illusion itself. He was more so image training than he was anything. So he was actually taking this illusion and turning it into some type of training, which has been shown multiple times in Dragon Ball, especially with Saiyans, that they tend to do. And even just not necessarily just Saiyans, there have been other Z fighters to do it. Saiyans are just the ones that I've seen do it the most. So Goku definitely has a history with some illusions. So saying that Genjutsu would one-shot him is just out of the question. And then another thing is that people like to say that, with the whole Genjutsu argument, another thing is that people like to make it seem like Itachi just always uses Genjutsu. Like if you're going to talk about these characters in a versus battle and you talk about feats, then you're going to talk about things that they've done. I have never once seen Itachi walk up to someone and just off the rip hit them with a Genjutsu. He didn't do that the first time we seen him with Kakashi. He didn't do it when he seen Jiraiya. Even when he walked past Orochimaru, even though it took Orochimaru attacking him, because of course he thought he was a foe at the time, but I guess he figured that out really quickly. But that was probably the quickest time I've ever seen Itachi use a Genjutsu on someone. So it's immediately going to need something to trigger him to need to use it. So to just flat out say, oh yeah, he's going to walk up to him and Genjutsu him and it's going to be game over, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. And it's also the simple fact that Itachi is not even light speed, probably barely is lightning speed at that. You can definitely argue Itachi's lightning speed, but this is healthy, and I really don't care which one you talk about, healthy, reanimated, alive, it doesn't really matter. All of them are nowhere near as fast as Goku, so it doesn't really matter. At this point, Goku's Jesus, I don't even know what to say about his speed. It's definitely not in anyone's range in the Naruto verse, I'll tell you that much. And just Goku's speed itself would not even do, like, it would do more than enough. Like one punch is all Goku would need, and maybe not even that. Just the thrust of one of his punches might be enough to kill Itachi on accident. So it's like, I don't really see this whole argument or how it came about. I don't know why people were so hooked on Itachi's Genjutsu. Now, the thing about it is you know, I can see a point, because when you use the Mangekyo Sharingan, it is more so targeting the user's brain rather than their chakra. So in that perspective, that counters, you know, oh, well, you said earlier that you need chakra. Sure, yeah, that counters it. But here's the other thing. The likability of Itachi actually landing the Mangekyo Genjutsu is once again very, very fodder, because he would need to know that Goku's gonna absolutely wash him had he not used it. And then it's even like, would Goku, even if he looks at him, would he be able to break out of it immediately with the things he's been through in the past when it comes to being in illusions? So it's like, and even then, when Itachi has him in Tsukiyomi, it only lasts 1 second. So what will Itachi be able to do in the outside world? Will he be able to kill Goku in time? Because if we know, if this is alive Itachi, if he uses Tsukiyomi 1 time, he's going to be drained. He's going to be able to fight it, but he's going to be drained. And another thing, it's like, if you're going to talk about someone who can somehow beat Goku being Genjutsu, why do people not talk about Shisui? Shisui's, I would agree, his could potentially work on Goku, because the thing about it is, you don't even need to make complete direct eye contact. Well, okay, you have to at least make, you know, some slight eye contact. But the thing about it is Kodo Matsukami completely controls one's brain. So if one Mangekyo ability is gonna put Goku in some type of illusion that's really hard to fight against, it's gonna be that one, not Tsukiyomi. You know, I don't really understand why Itachi's Mangekyo gets more gloat than, you know, Shisui's, even though Shisui was literally claimed to have the strongest Mangekyo Genjutsu. But yet for some reason people just glow over his, because Shisui's Kodo Matsukami is complete, total control over the body. You can control him like a puppet, and Goku wouldn't even know he was being controlled. He would just be going, thinking that he's doing just the same old that he would usually be doing. But, you know, and that's of course if it hits, you know, which I still don't think Kodo Matsukami would hit neither. But the thing about it is that's a better argument than to say Itachi would hit and, you know, beat Goku, which is just, it's crazy. So yeah, I've rambled on long enough. This is another, you know, of my little shorter ramble videos on the people who somehow are in the same realm as Goku, or even in the same talk as him. If you made it to the end of the video, be looking out for the next installment of this little thing. It's gonna be Goku versus Saitama. So I'll see you guys in the next one.